Look at this venue. What a remarkable scene for hopefully what will be a remarkable fight. We are live at... Up first, Tommy the Duke Morrison. Rocky Marciano, 201 pounds of pure terror. This man is an absolute machine.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Kansas City, Missouri. Here is the hard-hitting WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Tommy the Duke Morrison. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is a Hall of Fame.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny sky.
All right, listen, when you've got two people that want to fight,
Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. That jab scores. Just missed with that hook. Both of these athletes' gas tanks are going to be tested. Endurance will be the key on an afternoon like this one.
Oh, this is something you can never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it. Watch when the rounds roll on.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Beautiful counter punch. Punch, counter. Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? And down goes Morrison. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I've got this again.
Talk about Morrison in that last round. It's not over till...
Love the response, though. Got back.
What do we expect to see here in round 2? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Looks like a little change of strategy here. Trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
Terrorize them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Nice counter shot. His jab just got blocked. When are we going to see a jab from these two? When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You have got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
I Swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee, just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. That swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Morrison in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Get him out there and let's reset. Forget about that round. It was beautiful.
That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Very up.
Right, let's get out there. Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out. Just take the round off. Win the round on your jab and breathe.
Get the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defence on the end.
Don't forget, you've got to go out there and win this round.
Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him any free shots. Keep smart.
Let him back into the fight. You're much better.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Jab misses. How about that? Rocky Marciano was supposed to be the one knocking this guy out. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
A shot from the gods took him out.
It's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
We need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
His jab just got blocked. No rest for the weary. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. This next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
To make or break a fighter.
Don't let him get back in.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good match.
Here's the bell for round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Ring away. You walk back to...
I like that one.
There's the bell to start round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. Punching. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
And he just missed with that left jab. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good punch. Nice counter shot. Perfect counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Punch scores. A perfect counter lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Morrison in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it with a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Be smart.
There's the bell to start round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with some of that.
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. And Morrison did not handle that punch well. Disaster averted.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Did you see that? Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? Morrison is hurt. Let's see that again.
That's lights out right there.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Morrison in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown.
You've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Round 7, here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown.
He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
They beat the count and are ready to go again.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Find a home with that jab. Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
It's not forever hope. Remember the fight to Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
One of the all-time greats go down. Oh, do you believe this? Rocky Marciano is down! What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Big deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back. Right, let's get out there.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab is...
And we enter the 8th round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They ring the bell, and here we go. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Have to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. Nice counter shot. That right hook catching air. What a punch. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. They have no respect for each other's punching power. uppercut misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.